After getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. On first down, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Jamie Collins. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Darnold hitting his tight end, Herndon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
It's just me and you. Joker.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try to get some points and feel great going into the half.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Brady. Flushed out right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
And what would the dime look like? That time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw, Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. That's good for 28 yards. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down Broadway. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Brady now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Throwing again on second down. Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Brady now on first down. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. Here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Brady gives this to White, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Brady's throw there complete, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Brady. The open man is Smith. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Brady now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Brady. He's got Smith here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 1st down, it's Darnold. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the puck.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards. He'll get this only back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Watson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. 1st-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And now it's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Brady going to go on 4th down. He's airing it out for Sanu. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Bell. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A good lane to run there for Bell as he'll get about 7 on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Tight right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Right here.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. Darnold now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jamie Collins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Tom Brady needing a fourth-quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 45-yard line.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
Now Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, go 66.
To throw, it's Brady. And Watson has it right side. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. After the penalty, it's Bell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. You go tight. Ready? You got tight right there.
This is Bell. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Quentin Williams in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jets, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far.